What's up, superhero crypto ninja family? I'm bringing you a late night video. I'm gonna review Medieval Empires, which is the new project that Carl Runefelt has been shouting out, and give you my honest thoughts on Carl Runefelt as a person, as well as Kasta, which was the project that he launched during the bull run, his main project. So without further ado, let's get started. So the way I found out about this was Carl has been doing amazing vlogs on his channel, Carl Runefelt. You guys can check that out. If you're not following him already, do give him a follow. It's pretty cool. He does a bunch of lifestyle vlogs, showcasing flaunting his wealth and all his lifestyle, which is pretty cool. I did see that in his couple recent videos, he's been talking about this game called Medieval Empires. So if you guys want to check out his shout out, check out his latest video called Driving My Bugatti in Dubai, where he actually meets the actor who we'll be talking about soon, who's in the game, as well as near the end of it, he shouts out the game itself around the 15-minute mark. So give him a follow. It's a pretty cool channel. I do enjoy it. So let's check out Medieval Empires. And again, this is my first time I'm reviewing this, so I'll give you my honest feedback. As an investor, you guys know that as an angel investor, I take a look at three things. Typically, it's world-class copywriting, design, and if they can nail the copywriting / storytelling and design, then we take a look at their marketing skills, and that's the third thing that we look at. And if it passes those three, then I'll get my team to deep dive on the tokenomics and take a look at all the fundamentals like the white paper and stuff like that. If it passes all that, then it makes it to my spreadsheet, and then we start looking at costs where we'll feel comfortable dollar cost averaging. But here you can see it's not even listed on CoinMarketCap, which means that we're probably pretty early. And you guys know that in the next bull run, I'll be heavily investing into games. So let's check it out. On the website, you can see this beautiful website. You can see they've put a lot of attention to detail into the artwork. You can see that he moves with my mouse, which is very cool as well. You guys know that I always recommend teams put a play button at the very top of the header. Rather than explaining anything, just explain it all in a video. And typically what I like to see is the founder talk about the vision of the project, and then maybe some gameplay if it's a game. So let's check out the trailer. Again, my first time viewing this.
Age of 4 has arrived. Our and divided. They did not seek this, but there is no time. This is the time to rebuild, expand.
Okay, so it looks like the game's called Medieval Empires Ertugrul. Okay, it's a little bit hard to pronounce, so I'm not too sure why they went with that name. But yeah, it looks good. Unfortunately, the founder's not talking about it, and there's no gameplay footage, which is not the best. Let's scroll down and take a look. So explore the world, build your empire, lead your forces. What it does remind me of is actually one of my favorite games growing up, which is called Age of Empires. I don't know if you guys played that. I'm sure many of you did. And let's see if it's kind of like that based on what we can read on the website. So here, I guess they're really promoting, again, I love this little animation thing. This world-renowned movie actor. His name is Engin. And here you can read his bio. Looks like he's an award-winning, world-renowned actor. So I did pull up his Instagram just to see what kind of following he has. So 5.2 million followers. I'm assuming most of those are legit if he is a world-renowned actor. And here in the reels, you can see he did push this game out to 2.4 million viewers. This was around July 22nd. So I believe that was like the bull run was still happening during that time. And yeah, we haven't really heard too much of it on his profile since. I guess they're probably waiting to push it more on the next bull run, but it's interesting they shouted it out so long ago and there's no gameplay footage yet. So for me, that's not the best. Let's keep going. I love this little seal that they use, very traditional seal. I've used this in some of my companies actually for the shipping of packaging. It's very beautiful. Here you can see the artwork is also very, very beautiful. They've put a lot of time into this. So join millions of players while building, exploring, and conquering land, fortune, and glory in a blockchain-powered historical world filled with exciting opportunities to play and own. Okay, so I like that they say play and own. Again, you know that I hate play to earn. You can check out my video on play to earn and why all play to earns, including games that mention play to earn, are bound to fail. So I go into depth of or into detail as to why that is. I like the fact that they're not leading with that because that's typically a red flag. Now let's read a little bit more. So it says, Medieval Empires is an elaborate multiplayer online strategy game. So maybe it is kind of like Age of Empires. that is set in the Levant region in the late 13th century. Story of the game focuses on this guy's name, which is hard to pronounce, Ertugrul, who is a tribal warrior and celebrated leader of the Kai tribe. Medieval Empires is being built on the Polygon blockchain, so that's a really good choice. Polygon, amazing for speed and transaction fees. Several great features, including player reach, low gas fees. Yeah, that's awesome. Good choice. So the game will be built on PC, Mac, and mobile, so that's awesome that it's on all the platforms. In the game, Ertugrul is played by Engin, so that's awesome. They're putting him, there's a great like partnership. I don't know if he was the original idea behind this or they just hired him as the face of this, but brilliant way to get it out to millions of people. You'll face off against the future King Edward, first aka Edward Longshanks, aka Hammer of the Scots, who is expanding a successful Ninth Crusader across Europe to the Holy Land. Okay. The game is set in a passive player versus E, maybe player versus everyone. I've never heard of that. I know P versus P. Yeah, it does kind of sound like Age of Empires, so I'm really excited about that. I love Age of Empires. Here you can see choose your side, forge your path. So it looks like they have 4 different factions so far. So this one is the Turkish or Turkic. Then we have the English Crusaders. The artwork is beautiful. Okay, we have Mongolians. That's awesome as well. And an upcoming faction. So they have 3 out of the 4 already figured out. I'm curious what the 4th one will be. Looks like they understand marketing. They're leaving this one to your imagination. So very smart move there. They probably already know what it is, to be honest. An immense immersive experience awaits in the world of medieval empires. Just look at the design here. Again, you guys know that I've reviewed a bunch of games on this channel that have been added to my spreadsheet to invest in on the next bull run. But this one does take the cake for one of the nicest looking websites that I've seen. So let's take a look at this. Play and own. So smart NFTs. I believe we'll take a look at that later in terms of the land sale and what that looks like. So build, conquer, and prosper. Build towns, fight off invaders, raise armies. So very cool. Players buy land to become the bays or lords, so you can buy the land and become a lord. Player versus player and PvE territories change the ownership. That's awesome. Some NFTs aren't just digital but physical as well. These real world unique items are sent to players. Oh wow, that's really cool. Imagine getting a ring like that. So far this game is getting a 10 out of 10 for me, but it's quite surface level right now. Again, if you guys want a full review on this, if you guys want me to interview Carl or Da Vinci or somebody from this game, let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to do a deep dive and specifically send my team to really review the tokenomics, which we'll take a quick look at, but more specifically deep dive into the white paper. So maybe we can do a Q&A and ask them some questions. Here you can see some of the game art. Looks very beautiful. Doesn't look cheap at all. It looks super high quality. This game is really taking everything to the next level. Okay, so here's the team. You guys know that I love when they list LinkedIn profiles. So again, they're checking all the boxes so far. Let's check out the Chief Technology Officer. This will be the main guy leading this, and maybe the Marketing Officer. And again, when we look at the LinkedIns, you guys know what we look for. We look for number of followers, which again is not the best sign. Could be faked, but we look for updates as well. So it looks posted 21 hours ago. That's awesome. And we specifically look for references. So let's see if he has any references. He has a bunch of endorsements, which is great. And he does have references, and we look for old references. So from 2014, that's awesome. He has 2, and that will be good enough for me because most people don't have it. And let's check this out. Unfortunately, he's not promoting medieval empires like this guy is. So I recommend all the team switch their covers to medieval empires just to be cohesive. It shows that you guys pay attention to detail. Let's check out this Marketing Officer guy. He also has received a bunch of recommendations, so that's awesome. I would actually love to work with this team. You guys know that I'm one of the world's top marketers, so if medieval empires you're listening to this, or Carl or Da Vinci or Engin, please reach out to me in the email in the description below. I'd love to help you guys out with, again, world-class copywriting, design, marketing, and even some growth hacking. So that's awesome. Let's check out the whole team actually. And I like that they put this on a separate page. They must have a big team. Okay, so Engin's listed here. So is Carl. Also, Carl is one of the co-founders. I'm assuming he put some of his money into this. And you can see the team is just super stacked. How many people they have? They have an art team, product team, marketing team. How big's their marketing team? Oh, it's huge already. And then yeah, advisors. Yeah, super stacked team, you can tell. I wonder how much money they put into this already. Probably at least a couple $100,000. Okay, so they have some partners here. I have no doubt that they will be legit partnerships because of the reach that they have. Unfortunately, these do not link to any press releases, but that's okay. I think it's legit. We can check out their Twitter. They have 33,000 followers. Again, who knows if those are real? Hopefully Elon Musk removes all the bots and we get to actually see. Again, the art is just beautiful. And let's see if they're quite active here. Yeah, 14 hours ago. They're really engaging with the community, it looks like. And I'm just super impressed with the art and the quality of the copywriting and the storytelling as well. So let's actually sign up to their newsletter so that we get informed. Let's subscribe to that. Okay, awesome. And we'll check out their email skills. And next, let's go to the tokenomics. So the flawless and strong tokenomics design of our game is one of our core strengths. So I love the fact that they're emphasizing this. They obviously have been in the blockchain space for a while and they know what the core issues are. Mainly shitty tokenomics. So intelligently woven with gameplay and community features, securing a consistent low barrier to entry. Here you can see the team only receives 15%, which is good, not too much. Advisors 5%. This is very typical. Looks like it's quite well thought out. Private sale was 7%. Seed was actually 14%. So let's actually see how much they raised in the seed, because that's quite a bit. So it looks like they've raised 3.6 million already in the seed round, which gives them a lot of money. They do have a big team, so I'm wondering what their burn rate is per month. We definitely don't want projects that will burn it up during a bear market, because we don't know how long this bear market will last, but I'm assuming they'll be smart with it, and I'm sure they'll have no issues raising. But the worst thing that they could do is do another round and give away more percentage, but this looks pretty balanced so far. Initial market cap's quite low. I'm curious why, if they have initial market cap, why it's not listed on CoinMarketCap yet. Maybe Carl, if you're listening to this, or Da Vinci, leave a comment down below. I'm very curious about that. Initial circulating supply is quite low as well, so this seems like a good time to get in. Again, not financial advice. I will definitely be adding this based on what I see so far to my spreadsheet and just monitoring it. I'm curious if we can buy tokens already. Probably not, because it's not listed on here. So the seed round was priced at this. They did a private round as well. It looks like they did do a public round, so I did miss out on this. And I don't know why you can't buy the tokens yet if they did do a public round and where that launched. Again, we didn't hear too much about it. If you search on YouTube, which is why I'm making this video, there's not too much information about this, unfortunately. They're probably just waiting for the next bull run, like I said. So yeah, this looks good. Tokenomics looks pretty solid so far. Again, my team can do a deeper dive when we do an interview with them. If you guys want, leave a comment below. And they will dive into the white paper and really take a look at the tokenomics. But so far, so good. Everything's a win. Let's take a look at the land sale as one of the last things we look at here. Explore the maps and choose your territory. So let's take a look at the map. Wonder how many NFTs will be on the map. And I believe when I watched Da Vinci and Carl's video, you're just basically able to buy some land and then charge people some tax. And I believe you determine what that tax is whenever they visit your land. So this is loading quite slow, and I don't know if this is it. Okay, so that's okay. Taking a while to load. Wow, it's very cool. So they have 583 counties. Wow, this is crazy. Up to $20,000 for a price, and they have different tiers of land as well. So let's see if we can click on one of these. I'm assuming the colors mean the different tiers. There's a lot of land, so they're going to be making a lot of money off these NFTs. So the price of this little piece of pink land, it looks like almost $8,000. So that is not cheap. You see some boosters here. I guess you can purchase it on OpenSea. Let's take a look at that. This is loading very slow. Oh, it says $274. Maybe it's a good time to buy some land. I don't know why it says $8,000 when I hover. That's kind of weird. Maybe you guys can clarify that if you're watching this video and you're from the team. It looks like you can only buy in that one area for now. I know they mentioned they'd be doing different land sales, so yeah, maybe it's a good time to buy considering everything's down. But let's take a look further and see what this land is all about. So laying down the right foundation to build your powerful medieval empire. Love the artwork and the animations here. So time boost. So these are the different boosters as you could see on the when we hovered over there. So yeah, and the different tiers. So they have tiers 1 to 3, and I'm assuming tier 3 gives you more production. Yeah, this is probably gonna be like Age of Empires. This is awesome. High boost level. Yeah, so you definitely want to take a look at some tier 3 land when you're buying it. Oh, they have up to tier 5, so yeah, probably look at some tier 5 land. Maybe we'll take a look at that before we move on. I love that they showcase all the information in an easy to understand, clear way. Stuff like this is just a no-brainer when you build a company. Make it easy for people to understand why they should be buying something. So they've done everything perfectly. Let's take a look at tier 5 land. Apologies for the lag. Oh, sorry, 5 is up here. Okay, let's take a look at 4 to 5, or maybe just 5 to 5. Okay, so this is the yellow areas. And you can see here it shows the price is really high, but again, when we went to OpenSea, it wasn't that high. Let's take a look at this border one. Again, tons of boost. It says it's $18,000. Take a look at what OpenSea says. That's $200 and something. But that's the offer, so I don't know like who owns this right now. Oh, it's owned by them right now, so I guess they're not selling it for the offer, but that seems very high for a piece of land. $12,000 was it? Oh, almost $15,000, but it goes all the way up to $20,000. So let's slide this up. Okay, so there's like one piece of land that's really expensive right here. Probably near enemy territory, which would be very interesting. Yeah, I probably wouldn't buy anything for that much money, to be honest. So maybe I'll just take a look at their tokens instead. Not financial advice though, but their land is ridiculously priced high, and I don't know if you can buy it right now because you could see on OpenSea it was quite low. Okay, so that's it. Let's move on to Carl himself. Now, I'm super glad that Medieval Empires gets a 10 out of 10 for me for right now, because I wasn't expecting too much based on what? Based on Kasta, actually. So previously, Carl had shouted out Kasta, and this was, I did invest in this, but during the launch, shit was pretty freaking crazy. Like the price literally did what I call like a pump and dump. It went real quick, and then it had issues. I think it was stalled at 1.2, and then it crashed. And I know not only myself, but a lot of other people also lost some money during that whole launch. So a lot of people were upset, but I think people have probably sold at a loss to fund Carl's Lambo. Or his Bugatti, and he doesn't really talk about it now. So that's a drawback that I think is huge mistake, that he used to pump it so much, and now on his channel he doesn't even talk about it. So one of my things was I wanted to see if there was any updates, because clearly no updates from him. So there are actually some updates, and surprisingly, I went on their Telegram on their announcements channel, and they said at the end of this month they'll be releasing the quarterly reports, so 4 times a year, and the first one will be again end of October. So I'm really excited to see, and they'll be listing all the things that their team has accomplished, as well as I'm assuming future roadmap stuff. So we'll see if they've made a lot of progress, because they did raise a lot of money, I'm assuming, and I'm assuming they cashed out too before everything hit the fan, because the price is literally at an all-time low right now, I believe. I wasn't too happy with the updates that I saw here, which is basically like referral systems to get people to buy the tokens as well. They're just promoting the social sentiment, which is cool, but whatever. We want to see like technical updates. And so I went on their Medium to check this out. So one of the things that I also wasn't, so one key thing is that Carl is not talking about this anymore on his channel, which absolutely sucks for people that are invested still. And then two, some of the marketing, even though they're really good marketers, as a great marketer myself, I can tell when people are bullshitting. And one of the things that they said is one of their core features, which was it would be, I think at one point they were saying it would be free transaction fees. And I was like, how would that work with different cryptocurrencies that have transaction fees like Ethereum and stuff like that? So later down the line, they said there are small transaction fees, and I'm assuming they're unable to eat the cost of those. Because originally I thought, okay, maybe they're just eating the cost of the transaction fees and allowing users to send for free, but that's definitely not the case. And right now they have 4 cryptocurrencies, maybe 5 now: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, and Kasta. This was on June 26th, and now they just added Matic, I believe, or Polygon. So that's pretty cool. Here you can tell it's good marketing because of one of their main features. They say easy swap engine. So this is essentially a bridge. So what this means is they're just utilizing bridge. So if I want to send somebody Bitcoin, but I want them to receive Ethereum, they can do that using the easy swap engine. So again, I love the marketing and the way that they've done that. But yeah. And so let's wait till the end of the month, and maybe I'll do another video reviewing the updates that they have. Hopefully it's very, very in-depth, and hopefully, yeah, they spread it to more people. Again, most of the stuff within the app can already be done on most apps that are web-based, but the fact that it's on a mobile app, I guess makes things a little bit easier. Now, one thing that I didn't love was that, I mean, it's good and bad, but you're able to send money to somebody's email address rather than their long ass wallet number or phone number. But again, if you're trying to stay anonymous or a little bit more private, then linking your phone number or your email address, especially in a centralized app like this, probably isn't the best idea. So that's my review. Again, Medieval Empires gets a 10 out of 10. Love it. I wasn't expecting that. Kasta, not so much. Again, would love more detailed updates from Carl himself since he was promoting it. And he's not even on the website, I don't believe, right now, which is kind of strange. So that's my review. Leave a comment down below and we'll do a deeper dive into Medieval Empires, and maybe we can get one of the team members on, if not Carl, to do an update. Thanks, guys.